Hey, welcome back to Rosco Reviews. On today's renovation episode, we are going to be pulling off some popcorn ceiling. To remove popcorn ceiling, you're going to need a scraper. This scraper from Homax is specifically for removing popcorn ceiling, and I will put a link for this one in the description of the video. This scraper attaches to any paint roller extension handle, so this one is really convenient for using to scrape popcorn ceiling. You will also need a pump sprayer with some water in it. You could use any spray bottle, just like a hand sprayer if you're doing a small area, but for large areas, I would recommend getting a pump sprayer, and I'll put a link for one of these in the description too. Before we get started scraping our ceiling, we're going to need to remove any light fixtures or anything that is hanging from the ceiling. This includes any chandeliers and also any of the can light covers. You'll also need to remove anything like smoke detectors that might be in the way of scraping off your popcorn. You want to fill your pump sprayer with warm water. Warm water works a little bit better, and you're going to lightly coat the ceiling with your warm water and let it sit for about 1 minute before you start scraping. We have our sprayer set on just a fine mist. I'm going to mist the ceiling. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on the video, but as you're spraying it on, it gets a little bit darker in the area that you're spraying. And we're going to do a pretty good size area so we can scrape quite a bit of this at once. I've now coated my area with a just light mist of water, and I'm going to let it sit for just a minute before we start scraping it off. This popcorn ceiling scraper does have an attachment where you can hang a bag from it to catch the popcorn that you're scraping off the ceiling. Oftentimes I will just scrape it and then vacuum it up off the floor, but we'll give it a try with this bag and see if we can keep some of the mess down. Just going to push your scraper at an angle. Get it off in nice long swaths through here. If you've dampened it down, it should cut back on a lot of the dust. And it should just fall off nice and easy like that. I had not used a scraper with the bag attachment, but that really works pretty well. It's caught pretty much all of that popcorn that I scraped off the ceiling ended up in this bag. Now that we've got the large flat areas scraped off, we're going to do the edges. You may need a hand scraper for that. This is just a normal drywall mud scraper that I'm going to get the edges with. And that's really all there is to scraping popcorn ceiling. A lot of people shy away from scraping off textured ceiling thinking that it's going to be too labor intensive, so they end up paying a lot of money to a painter or someone to come in and scrape this off for them. This is really a pretty inexpensive DIY project that you can do yourself. With the proper tool, I think you can scrape the popcorn ceiling off of a room in about an hour, so if you plan on spending a weekend doing this, you can DIY this yourself. Overall, this popcorn ceiling scraper from Homax has been fantastic. I would highly recommend this. Using the bag to catch the popcorn has really kept a lot of the mess off the floor. So I would definitely buy this again. If you're going to be scraping your popcorn ceiling, pick you up one of those scrapers. This has been a quick tutorial on how to scrape popcorn texture off of a ceiling. Be sure to wet the popcorn ceiling down first. Use a scraper that attaches to an extendable paint roller handle. And it's nice to have a hand scraper as well. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe.